We're going to talk about an organization today that provides service dogs, which help people cope with mental health, neurological, chronic conditions, you name it. My guests are Carrie Picard, Executive Director of Educated Canines Assisting Disabilities, and Jessica Fitzgerald, trainer and advanced canine educator. Welcome to you both. And who do we have here? What are the names? We have Dusty and...
Yeah, so we have Dusty Miller, he's a full lab, and then we have Elroy. They're both about 2 years old.
All right, and they're already assigned, Jessica?
Yeah, so they're on track to be service dogs that will be graduating in December. So
and where are they going? They're going to children, you said, right?
Right, yep. So they're going to be going to children. The first one, he will most likely be going to a child in a wheelchair, and then Elroy will be going to a child with autism.
All right, Carrie, how did this organization get its start? Because, boy, it's needed.
Oh, so about 30 years ago, my mom's dad had a stroke right after he'd retired, and he ended up coming to live with me, my sister, my parents, and my mom kind of like saw the spark leave his eyes as his aides came in and things like that. He kind of just like lost his hope to live. And one day, my grandfather had like the dog on the couch, and my mom was like, if I train that dog to help you get off the couch, would you use her? And he was like, yeah, all right, whatever, Lou, you know, like dads do sometimes. And my mom was like, all right, deal. And so like 4 weeks later, my mom had our pet dog trained to get my grandfather off the couch, and the spark returned to his eyes, and you could see, and then very soon after that, his PT improved, and he was able to then move back out and live independently. So my mom was like, this is what I got to do. This is my mission. This is what I got to do.
So this is personal to your family.
Very personal to my family. And so that's when ECAD was born in 1995. My mom and dad, they left convenience stores. They left the corporate world. They started training dogs for people with disabilities in our 2-car garage at home. And the rest is history, I guess.
I couldn't love this story more. All right, Jessica, how do you train dogs to recognize anxiety, epilepsy, autism, PTSD? Or do they just get to know their owner so well they know something's off?
It's a little bit of both. There are physical things that I can do that can indicate to the dog that I may be having anxiety, like I could be tapping my leg, I could be picking at my skin, and I can train the dog to see those cues and then either nudge me or lick me or things like that to try to get me out of that mindset. And it is a little bit of both too, where the dog can bond and get to know and kind of feel how you're feeling in social situations and things like that.
All right, where do the dogs come from? How do you get these wonderful creatures?
So ECAD has its own Little Paws breeding program, and so we actually select the studs and the females. And all the puppies are delivered at ECAD. Dale, my father, one of the founders, he has delivered all of the puppies since the beginning, and our training starts at day one, like when the puppies are born, and then we have puppy nannies who come in and they handle the puppies until they're about 8 weeks old, and then we have nursery team volunteers that come in and they take the puppies home for about 6 to 8 months, and they help us teach them house manners, and then they come back to school for the rest of their time, but then on the weekends they get to go home with volunteers again. So we're always in need of volunteers. We're trying to grow our program to be able to reach more individuals and have shorter wait lists.
So that was going to be my question. How can the public help you guys?
Yeah, visit our website, ecad1.org. is a great place to go to find out if they wanted to support by volunteering, becoming a puppy nanny, or home handler, or donating, because that's always very much needed.
Money helps a lot.
I guess it does.
Every nonprofit that helps.
Absolutely, it's very costly to do what we do, but it's definitely a need.
And are these placed? Is there a cost? How does that work?
Yeah. So the clients help in the fundraising process. They have a small percentage of the true cost, and then everything else is just fundraised by the generosity of the general public, our volunteers, and people like that. So people like all of you at home. So yes,
and who doesn't want one of these guys in their house?
Exactly. Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on, and thank you for helping so many people. And real quickly, just give me a number. How many dogs have you placed over the years?
Oh, over 450.
Okay, there we have it. Thank you, girls, so much.
Thank you.
And for more on Educated Canines Assisting Disabilities and all they do, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app.